Hi everyone, I'm Cory, this is Jen, and welcome back to MOAA's Advocacy Update. So Jen, what are we talking about today?
Let's talk about how to interact and engage with your representatives, because that can be a little bit nerve-wracking or daunting, but they want to hear from you, and constituent voices matter, almost more so than a registered lobbyist, right?
Exactly. So we have different roles, certainly, and it's really tough to beat a constituent delivering a message to their lawmakers directly about how it impacts their state or district.
That's so true, because I've had so many meetings where staffers or the military legislative staffer is talking about, this is great and my boss is super supportive of this issue, but until we hear from constituents, they're not going to co-sponsor or they're not going to sign on. And so this is a great opportunity to ask our members, to contact their lawmakers.
Yeah, and we do that over a lot of different ways. So we visit offices, obviously, we write letters, and a method of reaching out that gets underutilized is picking up the phone and making a call. And I think a lot of the reason why we don't get as much engagement or people doing that is it's kind of a nerve-wracking experience.
Yeah, but it doesn't have to be.
No,
and
definitely.
We're going to show you how easy it can be.
Yeah, so let's jump right in and just do a quick example.
Okay.
So obviously you're going to be the staffer. And
since I'm so young. Got it.
Exactly.
Keep in mind that staffers are young.
Right.
A lot of them are in their early 20s, maybe even younger, and it's important to remember to be kind and courteous, no matter who you're talking to. That's just a good rule of thumb. But when you call these offices, if you get frustrated, try to keep that under control, because they're just taking the message. You don't want to ruin the relationship.
Right,
okay.
For sure. Okay.
Well,
so
hold on. Before we start, why do you have this printed piece of paper?
Yeah, so when it comes down to actually delivering a message, you don't need to get creative or make it up on the spot. We try to make it easy. We deliver call scripts or messages, just like with our letters, that you can use to follow.
So you printed out the call script.
Exactly, print it out, and I'm going to have it right in front of me as I do this call.
Doesn't get easier than that.
Exactly.
Right.
So
let's do it. Okay.
Bring.
Good morning, Congresswoman Goodale's office. This is Jennifer. How can I help you?
Hello, Jennifer. My name is Cory, and I'm a constituent, and I'm calling to ask for your support for our nation's service members and their families by restoring the basic allowance for housing to 100%. I'm asking that you please co-sponsor the BH Restoration Act, H.R. 2537.
Is that something that we're already signed on to?
No, it's something that the Congresswoman is not currently supporting. So, in case you're not aware, many enlisted service members stationed all across the country are facing a lot of financial strain, and housing costs play a big role in their economic struggle. So, our nation expects 100% for our service members, so please ensure they get 100% of their housing allowance by supporting the BH Restoration Act.
Well, we really appreciate you calling. We'll make sure that we log this and get the information to the Congresswoman, as well as to the staff that's in charge of this issue area.
Awesome. Thank you so much, and I really appreciate it, and I hope your boss will sign on.
Thanks. Have a great day.
You too.
Easy as that, right?
Exactly.
Okay, and you can print it out. You can look at it on your phone if you're using an old school phone like this. It doesn't have to be challenging.
No, definitely. And as you mentioned before, you want to make sure that you're being kind, courteous to them, and they're responsible to you, so they're going to be polite and be sure to reciprocate as well.
Yeah,
so.
And we do our best at MOAA to make sure that you're aware of which lawmakers are supporting which bills.
Right.
It is a good idea and a good habit to get into to look up the bill before you contact that office. So if at all possible, you could say thank you for your support versus always asking for something. And
that's such an important point, because they don't get a lot of thanks. So if they're already supporting something and you're calling about something else, maybe thank them for backing something that MOAA is advocating on, and they are already supporting. So it's important to recognize that.
Okay. And you can also ask them for tours of the Capitol.
Yes, exactly. So
keep those relationships up.
Thanks so much for coming by this week's MOAA Advocacy Update. Be sure to like and subscribe and come back next week. We'll see you then.